So, I don't know, have you ever had this experience where you just find yourself doing so much that it kind of shuts your brain down? And I'll tell you what I mean here. It reminds me back when I was first starting in setting up my very first cleaning company. I was fresh out of high school. I was pretty young at the time. Man, that was a lot of years ago. Wow. But anyways, I didn't know anything business-wise, so I was learning everything to do with the cleaning industry, which, I'd grown up, my family has had their own cleaning business, so I kind of learned the trade. So I knew the basics of the mechanics of it. So I was trying to learn the business end of it and also trying to tweak processes and trying to learn how to make it more efficient and to make it more profitable and all that stuff. So what I was doing a lot of research and, I was trying to learn everything, the business side, licenses, paperwork, employees, all these things that you have to do to be able to have a traditional business. And I got so overwhelmed. It was unbelievable. And you know what it resulted in, ultimately? All I could think about was that beautiful, comfortable bed that I had in the other room. I could just climb into it and I'd wrap myself in my warm blanket. It was almost like my security blanket. And it just was so relaxing. And that was my only solace, my only refuge. And it calmed me down. And I just relaxed. So after I'd been doing this for a while, my wife I was talking with her, and she was a very logical type. And she'd be like, well, all you got to do is relax. Well, of course, I knew that. Isn't that what I was doing? I was relaxed in my bed. I was in my warm, comfortable blanket. But I didn't quite fully understand what she was getting to, but she kind of moved on to something different. But when I was talking with my business partner and my brother later on, after I'd been so crippled by just being so relaxed and warm in my blanket, I kind of just adopted a new lifestyle. But I was talking with my business partner Mark and my brother Matt, and Mark said to me, and he's like, when your wife said relaxed, she has a point there. But we're not talking about relaxing physically. But the good thing is that because you are relaxed physically, you can relax mentally. And that's where the real magic happens, is when your mind is clear. So I was kind of thinking about that. I was like, yeah, I guess that does kind of make sense. I was pretty young at the time. I was just kind of understanding this stuff. And my brother said, also when you're relaxed mentally, it means you know how to focus. And he said, from what I see, from what you've been doing, you really need to focus on the most important things, the things that you can take action on right now. Don't worry about the rest of it. What do you need to do right now? Stay focused on it and take action on it. And I paused. I got my wheels turning again, but in a different way, not 1,000 different directions at once. That actually got me thinking about, the 2 or 3 things that, I really needed to do right now. And essentially the top one thing that I needed to take action on right now in order to get my business moving along to where I wanted it. And that was some of the most valuable advice that I've gotten. You know why? Because it's advice that you can use in absolutely any business. And as you move into your online business, or maybe you've already got one started, you're going to get to that point, or maybe you're at that point now where you just need to take action on one particular thing. And it might just be that one thing that causes you to have a breakthrough and be able to launch your career in the path that you would like. So what I learned in transitioning from the service industry into online was that obviously you need customers. Like without customers for my cleaning business, there was really no point in having a business. It essentially would be like setting up a business in a dark alley with no advertising, an alley that nobody walks down. There's not really much point. Tons of overhead, no cash coming in. Makes a difference. So the one thing that I realized I needed to do was find some way to drive traffic. Because everybody who's in online, let's say about 97% of people that are watching this are probably looking to generate even their first lead. So you know you need to capture leads in order to be able to convert to sales. But you can't get any leads if you don't have traffic. Because really you need those eyeballs on your offer, because a percentage of them will buy. That's just the way the numbers work in your favor. More traffic, more leads, more conversions, more sales. Just makes sense. So I tried looking around and I was trying to focus on that one thing. The first thing I needed to do was find a way, or a powerful way, to be able to drive traffic. And what I found was a very powerful blogging platform. Now I chose blogging because that is the preferred method of communicating ideas and products and stuff. If you look around at everybody who's online, I bet you that 9 out of 10, if not more of a percentage, are using a blogging platform to be able to present these ideas. It's just popular and it's just powerful. Now, not just any blogging platform. You want one that has high authority, which means one that gets a lot of traffic, right? So I found one. I actually did, and it only requires an investment of $25 a month. And for me, that was absolutely worth it, because my time is extremely valuable. I have a limited amount of time, and I didn't want to spend hours working on trying to figure out, coding language, trying to figure out all the HTML, trying to figure out how to install my own WordPress installation, and try to tweak all these little things. I wanted something that was ready-made, that I could just plop my business stuff into and go from there. And I did, and there's a link under this. If that's the one thing you need, is to drive traffic, click on that link, and it's only $25 that you invest each month. Such a no-brainer. For me, because I learned that I needed to relax my mind and focus on that one specific thing at first that's going to make everything else happen. That's the conclusion that I came to, was that was absolutely what I needed to do. And I did. And I was very thankful that I did. And you can be too. I know that. If you actually look up the stats, we just did another video that went more into the statistics and, the hardcore facts of it. So I would encourage you to look that one up. It just would have been the one just before this video. Go into that. Look, prove for yourself that it's true. But this can launch your career. And then once that's taken care of, once you have this authority blog, you can actually go on to learning other stuff. And it's really simple and it's really quick. You don't have to go through that pain and that frustration of where your brain just ties up because there's too much to learn like I did. You don't want to be stuck mentally in your warm security blanket, rocking back and forth, doing nothing. You want to be taking a new step each day, because every step you take gets you closer to that future that you've envisioned for yourself. And I'm excited to be able to share that with you. And I want you to take action right now, because I want to see your dreams succeed. I don't want you to have to go through what I went through. I'm giving you the advice that I wish I would have gotten years sooner, because that would have made a huge difference in my life. So having said that, I'm awesomely pumped that you stayed right till the end of this video. That means you're the type of person that absolutely knows how to take action, and they can take action right now because they know what they want, because you know what you want. So click on the link below, we'll send you a welcome email, and I'll talk to you again soon.